Hey guys, what is up? So, as you may be able to tell, this is the third LoL tips coming out, and this is for trying to win giveaways for skin codes, but this could also actually be for any other game in which they will post a code that you have to put into something somewhere. So, for example, in this case, you'll be given a League of Legends code, which you've got to put into the League of Legends bit in the store, and then you'll get your skin, or whatever you're trying to get. So the stuff that I'm going to tell you about is stuff that I have personally figured out and stuff that I have used to win me 3 giveaways. I've won Arcade Hecarim, Riot Blitzcrank, and a Riot Ward skin. Only yesterday was the Riot Ward skin, actually. But nevertheless, time to start, shall we? So basically what you've got to do here, there are several things, and this is going to get sort of fairly serious, and this is if you really want something. If you can't bother to put the huge time in for it, you can always just sort of wing it and think, I might as well give it a shot. But this is for if you see a skin that you really like and really want to get. You've got to be kind of, I want to say dedicated, but this is getting way too serious for a simple giveaway. But anyway, one of the first things you can do, basically you've got to prepare yourself. So find out which of your favourite streamers, YouTubers, and just anyone really is going to any big events anytime soon. For example, PAX is a big one. There's PAX East, PAX Prime, and all that crud, all the different versions of them. And quite a lot of the time, people that you follow will get given skin codes while they're there to give away to their followers. And so what that means is if you know that they're at these events, you can be prepared by liking their Facebook, following their Twitch, following their Twitter, possibly even following their Instagram. I've seen some people doing that recently. And it's just generally can prepare you for doing it. So I'm going to give you an example of one thing you can do to help yourself on Facebook. Is if you go onto Facebook, you will see here is the Jeeves Facebook page. If you didn't know I had one, then go like it, go follow me there. I will post updates on generally what I'm doing and any updates to video schedules. That's where I posted about there not being any videos this week. I would again like to apologise for that. I did put it on my Facebook saying I wouldn't be able to because I've been working a lot, but blah blah blah. Another time. Anyway, so what you want to do is hit the like button, and then you want to make sure you're following so everything comes up on your newsfeed, and then if you highlight over this and click get notifications, what that means is that any time that the person you've got the notifications for posts something, a notification will come to you saying that they have posted something. So say your favourite streamer posts on their Facebook saying, going to be doing a skin giveaway in 15 minutes, you will get a notification for that, and you will also get a notification for when they actually post it. So what I found as well is, at least it used to be, I haven't done it recently, is that it seems to give you a notification sort of, I don't know, a few seconds before it comes up on their newsfeed if you're waiting for their newsfeed to refresh. Also, if people are refreshing it, say every 5 seconds, and it comes up in between that, they're not going to see it, whereas you are. And so what you can do is just, as soon as you get a notification, refresh, copy and paste, and put it into the League client, and you've got yourself a better chance than those people. Obviously, if you are a real computing novice, if you highlight the thing and hit Control-C, that will copy it, and Control-V will paste it. It's just a lot faster than right-clicking and copying and right-clicking and pasting. Another thing you can do is if you go onto the LoL client and go into the store, if you go down to codes, this is obviously where you want to redeem your codes, and what you can do to sort of maximize the space you want to be able to see as much as possible is just shrink down the League client, and this seems to be bugging out on the video, so sorry about that. I'll just sort of reset it. But yeah, that can help you with the fact that you want to be able to see as much as possible. If you can, you want to be able to see their Twitter, their Facebook, and your League client to be able to copy it in quickly. And that's actually a big reason why multiple monitors can really help you doing this. It's not vital, it's not completely necessary, but having 2 or more monitors means you can have, say, their social media on one of them and your League on another, or say social media on one with the League sort of in a little bit down the bottom and their Twitch up so you can see them streaming, whatever's necessary really. Unfortunately, you cannot do the sort of get notifications for Twitter. You won't get a notification every time they tweet, probably because people tweet a lot more than they update Facebook, and they thought it might spam your feed. But you just have to sort of keep your eye out. Another thing you want to do is focus. Once you know that they're posting codes like now, you want to either focus on Facebook or Twitter. You can always swap between them if you missed one of them. So, for example, I focused on Facebook when I got my Arcade Hecarim and Riot Blitzcrank simply because it was easier, and I knew exactly when it was coming out because I was getting the notifications. And that meant that I was able to sit there quickly, copy paste, and then quite a lot of the time they'll change a number, put it in brackets and spell it out, so you have to delete that and replace it with a number. You've got to be quick at typing for that as well. But it just meant that I focused on Facebook, which meant I wasn't constantly flicking back and possibly missing one. I just waited on Facebook, and if I missed it, I might quickly flick over to Twitter, because obviously they're not going to be posted at exactly the same time. Right, another thing is that a lot of the people you follow will be American, and that means that a lot of the time they'll post ridiculous out of the hours of the morning in the UK. And if you stay up fairly late like I do, that's not a big deal. One thing I did once was I went to bed early, set an alarm, and woke up sort of half an hour before the giveaway started. And what that meant was, because obviously on EU West less people are going to be awake at that time, I was able to go on, copy the code and put it in without worrying as much because there were less people from EU online. I think the final point for this video, because I want it to be as short as possible and just help people out, is always just try the codes. Even if you're sort of 20 minutes, half an hour late and you just see it sitting there, it's worth a shot, to be honest, especially if it's from a lesser known person. That's how I got my Riot Ward skin, because I was following a group that doesn't seem particularly well known and is very American based, and had posted it sort of 20-25 minutes before, and what they'd done was taken out one of the characters and said, you have to guess which character it is, just keep trying it until you get the right one, and the winner's going to get a Riot Ward skin. And so, obviously, there were like 3 likes on the post and 1 comment, and so I thought, you know what, it's worth a shot. I might be 25 minutes late, and what's the worst that happens? I missed the giveaway and I've wasted a few minutes of my time. It's not a big deal. So I just went through them, and I think it was like G or something. I just went all along the top row, then started going along the second row, got to G, and I was pressing enter after each one, and it just popped up saying I'd got it. So obviously that means that no one online, no one from EU had seen it, and it was just worth my time doing it. So I think that's it for today, guys. Just to quickly recap, it's find out who's doing giveaways, follow their social media, get notifications from their Facebook, keep an eye out for any smaller people, and just always give it a shot. So thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Later.